Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Hope you are having a great holiday, guys. Where last left off, guys, we put up some decorations, I believe, and now we're back in the house with Celyn, and we are about to have this conversation right now. You pace back and forth in front of the door. You aren't necessarily nervous about Jordan coming over. That's right, Jordan was coming over today to help with the playlist, I believe. It's more anxiousness. It feels like it's been ages since you hung out with someone. Sure, it's only so he could help out with the Christmas party, but still, your hands are all sweaty and clammy. Clammy whammy, everybody's Dervis Wervis. As soon as the doorbell rings, you open the door. Jordan stands there with a smile on his face. Hey. Your mom peeks her head into the room. Her face lights up. Jordan? Oh, what a pleasant surprise. Jordan walks inside, and you shut the door behind her. Both of you stand next to each other, while your mother gives an impish smile. It's such a pleasure to have you over. Would you like something to drink? I can make a hot chocolate. Ooh, hot chocolate on there. You grown. Seriously, Mom, you didn't make me hot chocolate. That's because Jordan is our guest, sweetie. You roll your head to the side. What am I, chopped liver? You just wish Jordan was your child. She laughs and pats your shoulder. I'd be blessed to have both of you as my children, you know. Jordan just stands there with a slight blush creeping up his face. You grab his arm and start dragging him upstairs. Okay, that's enough. We're going to do some Christmas prep. Have fun. Okay, so now we're in his room now. A wave of embarrassment hits you as you open the door to your bedroom. Sorry about that. You're aware of how childish your room seems, especially now that you're well into adulthood. Jordan walks in, his eyes taking in everything. He glances at pictures, looks at your bedspread before landing on the embarrassingly large pile of stuffed animals you have. This is a nice room, very cute, but this... He picks up an orange dragon looking thing. This is amazing. I didn't know you liked pokies. You look away. It isn't necessarily a hidden hobby, but you foo don't make a habit of talking about it to people. Oh yeah, I was kind of obsessed with pokies. Really? What's your favorite type? You mentioned towards the lizard. Blaze type. You try to grab it from him. Jordan creases his elbow and turns away from you. Oh no, I'm keeping it. Did you know that Chard is one of the most popular pokies? And for good reason too. They have high defense stats against wind type, and they can easily melt clay types as well. An all-rounder, if you will. Really geeking out on this here, isn't he, Jordan? You sit on the bed and he sits next to you. He squeezes Chard tightly as if he's going to disappear. It's cute. You really know your stuff. It makes me a formal opponent. You raise an eyebrow. Really? Even against? You reach behind you and grab a random stuffed animal. This? Jordan starts laughing hysterically. You glance down at the stuffed animal. It's a cat-looking creature, beige in color and small in size. It's a dust type, vulnerable against blaze type. I can work with this. Good luck. Why do you even have it? You frown and squish it. It feels soft and plushy in your hands. It's cute. I can use its cuteness against you. Jordan chuckles. Alright, we'll have to battle it out sometime. That'll be fun. He reaches into his pocket and takes out his phone. Unwrapping the headphones, he hands you an earbud. So, he starts tapping around his screen. I got some song suggestions. Sorry I don't have better headphones, but this'll have to do. The first song is pretty chill, but I think it'll be good to play later in the night. He puts in his earbud. You do the same. He closes his eyes as the music starts playing. The earbuds stretch out too far for you to reach, so you scoot closer to him. Jordan's shoulder touches yours. His body leans towards you. The close proximity is enough to leave you fidgeting as the song plays. Jordan shifts slightly as if also taking notice. Lean your head on his shoulder, put some distance between you two. We'll just get closer. I've done this before with people, like friends, listen to music. I put shoulder to shoulder sometimes, especially if you're like on the school bus and when you were in like high school. The atmosphere is nice. The music's softly playing. The lull in the conversation, you let your head droop, resting it against Jordan's shoulder. He stiffens slightly. For a second, your heart skips a beat. Is he going to push me away? Nope. Your worries are assured as he leans into you. You adjust your head to a more comfortable position. Look at these two lovebirds. You don't need to look over at him to know that he's smiling as much as you are. It's a peaceful moment, one that you'll want to sink into forever. After listening to the song for a while, a new one starts playing. You lift your head. Oh, I really like this one. The gears in your mind start to turn as you imagine a scene that would be perfect. You start mumbling to yourself, reaching for the laptop that's on your bedside table. The camera pans over to show both the characters. You open your laptop and start typing furiously into an empty document. The song continues, as do the ideas in your head. Your fingers move at lightning speed. It's as though these ideas would fade into nothingness if you don't get them out now. Good enough for now. Wow. You look to see Jordan staring at you. You feel your ears turn red hot from embarrassment. You just smile sheepishly. Sorry, I got carried away. Jordan shakes his head. You're fine. I thought it was cute. Besides, it's inspiring to see someone as passionate as you are. Tell me your idea. You scoot closer to him, shifting your laptop screen so he could see. Do you want to know my idea? Of course, I'd be happy to listen. You divulge your idea, giving details on how the song paints a picture inside your head. Jordan leans into you. It was as if they wanted to hang on to every word, not wanting to miss any of it. And I think it would be really cool if the MC to end up moving on instead of focusing on the past. Dang, that's so cool. You came up with that just by listening to a song. It just kind of happens. It sounds awesome. You have to tell me once you finish the movie so I can be the first person to see it. You laugh. Of course. What's the other stuff you have worked on? Oh well, you shrug, not wanting to admit that you've gotten no credits yet. You trust him not to make fun of you. Well, I've worked on several films, never actually got credit for anything. Really? Tell me more. Are you actually interested? Of course I am. I wouldn't be asking if I wasn't, right? That's kind of true, right? It seems like you've always blushed around him. You talk about films for the next hour or so before hurrying to finish the playlist. Jordan eventually leaves, saying he has something to take care of. After seeing him off, you find your dad in the living room. He's turning on his gaming console. Hey kiddo, saw that Jordan came over. Yeah, we were just working on some stuff for the Christmas party. That's nice. He's a good kid. There's a slight lull as if he's focused on choosing a game. After finding one that satisfies him, he hands you a controller. Are you challenging me? He laughs. Kiddo, when have you ever beat me? So that's a yes. It's a kart racing game. You've always played it with him whenever you had a chance when you were younger. It's a lot of fun. He always lets you win until the very last second. The two of you make a small conversation while concentrating on the game. So how does it feel being home? It's good, really good. I've missed you guys. I've missed you too. Not the shell. He chuckles, leaning forward on his knee. His face suddenly grows serious as the game continues. You know, about a year ago, I got laid off. It was really stressful. We even almost lost the house. What? Your father turns towards you, taking in your shocked expression. He sighs. I promised your mother we wouldn't tell you. Why not? I could have helped. We didn't want to worry you. You were chasing your dreams. It would have been unfair of me to interrupt that. I know you were probably barely scraping by yourself based on how expensive LA is. Your dad smiles, using a boost on the game you've forgotten. It worked out. Jordan's father ended up helping me find a nice paying job, so there was no reason to involve you in the first place. Dad, my point is, bad things in life happen. You'll be stressed out, but everything will work out in the end. A sense of guilt grabs at your heart. You had thought you were being a good child, keeping up with them whenever you could. But in reality, you've been so caught up with yourself, you've missed out on the most important parts. God, I'm so terrible. I quit my job. I mean, my boss was just absolutely horrible. I worked so hard, and the only thing I got back was my work being stolen. He pauses the game, putting down his controller, his arms wrapped around you and squeeze. I'm so sorry that happened to you, sweetheart. You made a good decision, okay? I'm proud of you no matter what. Confide more? We'll say thank you. You hug him tighter. It feels like all your stress is slowly, very slowly leaving your body. I appreciate that, really. We'll always be proud of you, okay? We'll always support you. Don't be afraid to lean on us for help. Thanks, Dad. I love you, kiddo. I love you too, Dad. You lean in close, watching the pots. I guess we're in the kitchen now, right? You lean in close, watching the pots as sugar melts into a golden color. You sigh. It's your third attempt at making caramel, and you were hoping it was the last. I don't think I've ever made caramel, guys, but it's a very sticky situation, apparently. It can get really, really, really disgusting. It can burn and it stinks, too. You hear your mom walk in, your voice carrying through the house. You can just go to the kitchen. He should be there. Thanks. Hope your gift wrapping goes well. Jordan walks into the kitchen with his hands filled with groceries. Hey. You feel your face warm up at the sight of his bright smile. Jordan, what are you doing here? I saw your mom at the store, and she said she was swamped with trying to finish prep and wrap gifts in time. So since I didn't have much to do, I offered to come over and help. Oh, thank God. You peek into the bags he brought. Perfect. This is the stuff to make some apple crisp. I can help you with the recipe, but can you chop? Ooh, excuse me, guys. I just belched there for help me with the apples. Sure thing. It feels almost domestic, cooking in the kitchen with Jordan, Christmas music playing in the background as the two of you work together, talking about whatever comes to mind. This looks pretty good. Jordan looks into the pot that you are fiercely staring at. It looked perfect. The deep golden brown liquid emits a sweet scent. Is this your first time making caramel? Or is it caramel or caramel, guys? Third. The other 2 times ended up in flames or burnt. Mind if I try? Sure. Don't be afraid to tell me if it's bad. You hand him a spoon. I'm sure it's great. He takes a spoon and scoops out a tiny bit of caramel. You watch with curious eyes as he blows on it to cool it down. After eating it, he pulls the spoon out of his mouth. A bit of the sauce lands on his cheek. This is really good. Wipe the caramel away. Tell him about the caramel. We'll tell him about the caramel. You burst into laughter, pointing at his face. You got a little something on your face, dude. Huh? His hands reach up and rub the wrong side of his face. Here. You shake your head. He rubs up higher. Here. You bend over in laughter. No, you goofball, it's on your chin. Oh. After wiping it off, he gives you a goofy grin, causing you to giggle more. I must have looked stupid, huh? No, just silly. He laughs with you, and the two of you go back to baking. Hey, can I tell you something? Sure, go ahead. You seem a lot happier recently. I mean, when we first met again, you seemed... He tries gathering his thoughts. Your smile didn't reach your eyes. You were shining like you are now. The butterflies turn into a pit of churning anxiety as realizing it hits you. He's been trying to cheer me up. All those jokes, acting silly, it was for me. I guess I wasn't masking it as well as I thought. Thank you, Jordan. For what? You give him a soft smile. For always cheering me up. You're one of the reasons I can really smile. He starts a fierce stirring the apple mixture into the bowl he's folding. Oh, stop. You're making me blush. If I'm being honest, I felt pretty helpless recently. My boss, he stole my work. It's why I quit. I also found out recently that my parents went through a hard time last year, so I've been facing some guilt about neglecting my family as well. I worked so hard for this dream that I got tunnel vision. I have nothing else to show for it. You heave a sigh, greasing a baking pan. Maybe I'm not good enough, that I'll never get the break I need. I'm stranded right now, and I'm thinking it may be easier to give up screenwriting and not go back. No! He jolts you out of your rant. You look over to see Jordan staring at you with eyes wide. I mean, you don't have to quit. We all have trouble when it comes to careers, right? I mean, I'm a pet toy engineer. I almost said designer there, guys. I faced a lot of self-confidence issues and wondered if this job meant I failed at what I wanted to do, or if I was good. It's okay to feel lost, but don't give up. You'll be able to find your way, I know it, and you have people around you to lean on if you ever need it, me included. It's silent for a while as you let what Jordan said ruminate in your brain. After finishing all the baking, he takes you out for a drive. The two of you finally arrive at the deserted beach. It's covered in snow. This place is the only popular during summer. Of course, it's a beach, dude. Jordan huffs, blowing air into his hand as the two of you stand looking over the frozen sea. Pretty cool background back there too. Matter of fact, guys, all the backgrounds are pretty cool. I like the artwork in the game, the characters and everything. Are you feeling better? I am. You were right. I don't have people to lean on. I'm not alone, and I can keep going. That's right. Jordan smiles at you brightly, his nose and cheeks tinged red from the cold. Oh my god. I think I'm falling in love. Think about your feelings. Don't think about your feelings. Think about your feelings. But how does this even work? We'd be long distance. You pat your cheeks to get the thoughts out of your mind. You look over to Jordan, who is staring out into town. He looks so soft, so calm. He feels like he feels like home. I'm in deep. Well, guys, I'm gonna leave it off here. I'm gonna leave it on a cliffhanger. So I'm gonna save it here. Boop boop. And I will see you guys in the next episode, guys. Coming up soon. So if you like the video, guys, please hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Leave a comment below, and I will see you in the next episode.